Hi, it's Caitlin from Caitlin Swatches, and I am here with some beautiful polishes from Bee's Knees Lacquer that will be available in June. The June release from Bee's Knees Lacquer, well, at least the main release of 12 polishes, is inspired by Saga, which is a comic book series, and I actually have read some of those comics, so I actually know the inspiration this time around, which is rare apparently when it comes to Bee's Knees Lacquer releases. So for the Saga collection, there are 12 polishes, 6 have Unicorn P and 6 do not. So I will share those with you first. There's also 2 polishes that I have that are going to be exclusive to Rainbow Connection UK, which is a nail polish shop based in the UK. These polishes will only be available through the Rainbow Connection website. I will include those after the Saga collection, and then I'll let you know before I get into the mysteries. I will have 2 polishes from the Ninth House Multichrome and Light Reflective Glitter mysteries. So just like last month, you'll be able to buy these mysteries in a bag of 2, and then come July, you can purchase whatever's left. If you don't like mysteries, you can buy them like per polish. Hopefully that's making sense. And I will also have the monthly Monster mystery. I also got a cuticle pen, and it came in this like adorable little Bee's Knees lacquer bag, and the cuticle pen smells so good, and it's also just a really nice cuticle oil that I used while swatching all of these polishes. So hopefully I'm also not like covered visibly in sweat, because I am literally dying. It's so hot and there's no air conditioning on. So anyway, so the polishes will be available from June 24th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time through July 1st. They will be available on the Bee's Knees Lacquer website and to whichever nail polish stockist websites want to carry them. And I'll also note, there's so many caveats. I will note that the Unicorn P polishes, while they are pre-order, it's capped, so there's a limited number available. And I'll just include anything else I think you might need to know down in the description. So definitely check it out, and let's get into the nail polish. Let's start with the first 6 polishes from the collection, which do not feature Unicorn P. So this first one is called But Not Too Good. And this one is described as a bubblegum pink with gold to green to blue shimmer. So I built this one up in 2 coats. It has an amazing formula, as you can see. It's so smooth, so easy to work with, and that shimmer is not streaky at all. And obviously, I'm sure a lot of people would like to take that to 3 coats, but I like how it looked in 2. And the shimmer is so intense that personally I found it distracted from any visible nail line. And as you are going to see in a second, this one is just incredible. So I would compare this to your Golden Trader, but a pink sibling. I feel like the shimmer is very similar, as you're seeing here. It's got the yellow, the blue, the green. It just has so many different shifts to it, and it's really just incredibly beautiful. So I couldn't stop showing this one off. It looks amazing in direct light. It also looks amazing on a cloudy day, on a sunny day, basically anytime in any place. Then I also wanted to do a comparison. So from left to right, there's I Need a Positive Navigator. In the middle, Seduce the Drawbridge, and then But Not Too Good on the index finger. So while I feel like they all might have a similar-ish base color, the shimmer is so different that it makes it look entirely different, and the bases are different. The second polish is called Lying, and this one is described as a minty green polish with gold to green to blue shimmer. So this one has a creamier base than the previous polish, and it's also more opaque. So this one, I built it up in 2 coats. It has an incredible formula, as to be expected. I really love this particular shade of mint green. I'm very particular about my minty shades, and this one is absolutely beautiful, and the shimmer really does stand out nicely. So I would recommend a good glossy top coat on this one. It did dry down, not dull, but just not shiny. So, I mean, it's just kind of like a typical cream in that way. So here it is in 2 coats plus top coat, and I hate that I'm just noticing that fluff in the top coat. Sorry about that. It's gonna drive me mad. But here it is. You can see the shimmer. It shifts around so nicely, and I just love how vibrant the shimmer is. Here we have My Heart is in the Engine Room, and this one is a deep raspberry with large particle pink to gold to green to blue shimmer. So this one has a really great formula. It's really fluid and easy to work with. This one I built up in 3 coats. This one, I think because the formula is so fluid, it just came off a little more sheer. So building it up in 3 coats gives you a color that looks like the polish in the bottle, which is a beautiful deep raspberry, red leaning raspberry. And I applied top coat, and you can really see how amazing the shimmer particles are in this polish. They're just really bright and vibrant, and this polish looks really cool when it's not in direct light. So here you can almost see the individual particles, but also that bluey green golden shift. It's really intense and totally unique. I should also probably clean up all the shoes in front of the door before I swatch videos. Anyway, here we have This Is How an Idea Becomes Real, and this one is a large particle green to black to red multi-chrome. So this one is really gorgeous and unique. The particles in this one shift around so much, as you will see in a second, but this one is really fluid and easy to work with. The polish practically applies itself. I don't think you would need more than 2 coats. As you can see, it's quite opaque after you apply the second coat, and you'll obviously want a glossy top coat, though it does dry down quite glossy on its own. So this is it in 2 coats plus glossy top coat, and here you're going to see all of the many shifts in the polish. It almost goes to like a pinky red on extreme angles, and this one, the shifts kept surprising me every time I moved my hand. And here we have another large particle multi-chrome. This one is called Amazing Opportunities for New Possibilities, and it's described as a large particle cyan to blue to purple to red multi-chrome. And you may even see some orange shift at extreme angles, which I'm pretty sure I was able to capture. So this one, I also really only needed 2 coats for. It just applied so easily. As you can see, it's a really beautiful fluid application, and I really love these large particle multi-chromes that Bee's Knees Lacquer does. I think they're incredible. So here it is in 2 coats plus top coat, and wait for it. Wait for all of the shifts you're going to see in a second. Yeah, you can definitely catch that orange, and it's just so glowy and vibrant. And last in the non-unicorn pea portion of this video, we have And Then. And this one is actually the reflective glitter sister to Amazing Opportunities for New Possibilities, which you just saw. So this one is a large particle cyan to blue to purple to red multi-chrome with black light reflective glitter. So same amazing formula as Amazing Opportunities, but this one just has the black light reflective glitter added to it. And I also wore this in 2 coats, but with this one, you'll definitely want 2 layers of top coat to make sure you have a smooth finish, unless of course you're fine with a more textured finish. So this is it textured when it dries down. And obviously a glossy top coat just makes those reflective glitters pop even more. I'm barely moving my finger and you can already see how they're catching the light. So 2 coats plus top coat. And here it is. Moving it around, you're seeing that orange at the extreme angles, definitely lots of purple, lots of blue, and the reflective glitter is a nice sparkly touch. And here it is in the sun, so you can see how that reflective glitter looks, and this is it in cloudy conditions. And now we're moving on to the Unicorn Pea polishes. So before I start talking about the polish on the screen, there will be only 400 bottles available of each of these polishes. So they are capped. If you want them, definitely order earlier in the pre-order period, which starts on June 24th. So 2D Stinkfoot, which needs like an honorable mention for that name because that's amazing. I love that that was one of the lines or things chosen from the comics to name a polish. This one is described as a bright olive green with red to green unicorn pea and melon light reflective glitter. So I'm guessing that's sort of a peachy orange, maybe. Anyway, this one I applied in 2 coats. I pretty much only ever use 2 coats when it comes to reflective glitters, and it works out well for me. So this is it in the sun. You can see the unicorn pea as well as the reflective glitter catching the light. And I just absolutely love the base color of this one and the contrast of the unicorn pea. This next one is called Goose Will Chop You Deep. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but I'm trying my best. So this one is a burnt orange with green to blue sibling unicorn pea and ruby light reflective glitter. So this one definitely has a sheer base, but I found that it covered pretty well in 2 coats. You might want to do 3, but I personally liked it in 2. I really love this particular combination of base color and unicorn pea. It just works so well together. As you can see, it comes off as like greeny and yellow, and it just works so well against the orange base. So as you can see, it obviously dries quite textured, so you definitely want a layer or 2 of a good thick glossy top coat. And now you can just enjoy how sparkly this one is. Here it is in the sun. I really love the unicorn pea, how it looks in the sun. And you can really catch that green shift, which is so pretty. This next polish is called Not Everybody Does, and this one is a grape purple with gold to green sibling unicorn pea, which actually ends up looking copper due to the purple base. And this one has emerald light reflective glitter in it. So a grape purple base is the perfect description for this one. It reminds me of raisins for some reason. I mean, I know grapes or raisins are dried grapes, but maybe it's reminding me of those California raisins that were in commercials in the 90s. I think that's what it is. So anyway, this one has a really good formula. Again, 2 coats I think is best. And I kind of went a little weird with it on my middle finger. So try to get as smooth a coat as possible. And then you'll definitely want a good thick glossy top coat. This one's got a lot of reflective glitter in it. And you can already see how beautiful the unicorn pea shimmer is contrasting with the base. And of course, just how sparkly those light reflective emerald glitters are. So it's 2 coats plus top coat. And here it is in the sunlight. It looks so pretty in the sun. And here it is back inside under my swatching lights. This next polish is called a Nighttime Smoke, and this one is a violet polish with gold to green unicorn pea, which also ends up looking copper in the violet base, and this one has a rainbow of light reflective glitter. So again, it has a relatively sheer base, but it really covers completely on that second coat. And compared to the previous polish, not everybody does. This base is definitely more vibrant. It's a violet compared to a grape. And this one is definitely textured. So apply however much top coat you need to make it as smooth as you'd like. And then you can just see all the colors that are coming out between the unicorn pea and the rainbow of light reflective glitter. This one has so much going on and it's just so pretty. So here it is in the sun. You can really see the rainbowiness of those reflective glitters. And again, under my swatch lights where you can catch the shifts. And this polish is called High as the F Word, and it is a red plum base with green to blue sibling unicorn pea and gold light reflective glitter. So I am a sucker for plummy reds and anything that's kind of vampy, particularly this shade. So I really love this polish, and I really, really, really love the unicorn pea in this one. I think the contrast is just gorgeous. As you can see, you can really catch that green, and you're going to see, hopefully you can see the blue shift as well. I absolutely love the contrast here, and this is it in 2 coats plus top coat, and it just looks so good in the sunlight. Like, it's just so sparkly and beautiful. And it looks beautiful here where you're catching that blue unicorn pea shift. It's just magical. And the last one from the Saga collection is You Self-Righteous Piece of Bald. And this one is a cobalt blue with green to blue sibling unicorn pea and ruby light reflective glitter. So this has a really beautiful fluid formula. I found this one particularly easy to work with, and I absolutely love the contrast of the ruby light reflective glitters with that cobalt base. So here you can just see how beautiful and vibrant the shimmer is, and this one also, it didn't seem as textured as some of the other ones, which is interesting. I'm always curious why that is. But here it is in 2 coats plus top coat. You can just see that shift of the unicorn pea, and it's just amazing. So before we get into the other polishes, I thought everyone seemed to like this little screenshot. So it's not a screenshot, it's a collage that I made. But anyway, if you want to check out all the polishes side by side, here they are. They look so beautiful, and it's very pleasing for me to look at. So next up we have the Rainbow Connection UK Customs, and these are inspired by some of the Bee's Knees team's favorite moments from around their workshop. So this first one is called Suspish, and it's inspired by one of the Bee's Knees team's favorite people to listen to when they're in the workshop. So this one is a color that they hope Bailey would approve of, and it's described as an eerie gray-blue base filled with glowing blue shimmer. And this is obviously definitely giving me that ghostly, spooky energy that I so desperately love in nail polish. This one is absolutely incredible. I am totally obsessed with it. So I built it up in 3 coats because it does have obviously quite a sheer base, and top coat obviously to make it glossy and happy. And as you are going to see in a second, it's just really shifty and beautiful. Like the glow on that shimmer is so intense. I'm just kind of in love with it, to be honest. And the second custom exclusive is called R.I.P. Bulbasaur. And this one is inspired by the time Sarah bought a Halloween Bulbasaur to decorate the workshop with, only for it to fall off the table 5 minutes later and break. So this one is a muted green with black to blue multi-chrome flakes. And this base is almost non-existent. It just has like the tiniest hint of color to it. And I am completely obsessed. Like, I want an entire collection of polishes like this. I really love the way this polish comes together. I think it is so beautiful. So I built it up in 3 coats and then applied top coat. It does dry down with like the tiniest bit of texture because of the flakes, but it's not difficult to remove or anything. Obviously, I just love, clearly I'm obsessed with smooth nails. So this is it in 3 coats plus top coat. I love the shift of the multi-chrome flakes and I love the size of them. And yeah, I'm just a big fan. So in terms of getting your hands on these polishes, they will be available through the Rainbow Connection UK store on June 24th. Rainbow Connection UK does ship to the US, but they're encouraging a group buy because of the shipping fees. And unfortunately, Rainbow Connection UK cannot ship to Canada. So Bee's Knees Lacquer will handle the distribution to Canada. So Canadian customers will be able to arrange their orders with Rainbow Connection UK, and then the bottles will ship out from Bee's Knees Lacquer in the US. And then I'm assuming most other customers, like in the UK and other parts of the world, should be able to figure out how to get these polishes to them. So check out the Rainbow Connection UK website on June 24th to order these polishes because they're only available there and you absolutely want them because I think I need backups of both of them. So from the Saga collection, I have 3 favorites. I mean, I really loved all of them, but in terms of my favorites or standouts or ones that I would recommend you to pick up if you're not sure, but not too good, that pink, obviously I love it. It kind of made me feel like, I don't know, like a beach Barbie. It just was so frosty and shimmery and pink and obviously beautiful. So I really love that one. It actually kind of reminds me of your Golden Trader, but like a pink sibling. So if you like that shift, then you would love this one. Also, obviously, I'm so predictable. I just love pinks. But My Heart Is in the Engine Room is super, super gorgeous. I really love the large shimmer particle. I love the colors in that shimmer and I love the base color. So also a big fan of that one. In terms of the Unicorn Pea and light reflective glitters, I really like Haya's F word. It's so pretty, it's so unique, and I really just love it so much. I'm a huge fan of it. So, oh, and I'm completely obsessed with both of the Rainbow Connection UK custom. So hopefully you can get your hands on those because I love both of them so much. I guess if you don't want to see the mysteries, I'll end it here, but do let me know in the comments which of the polishes you're planning to pick up. And yeah, on to the mysteries. So the first of the mysteries that I received is Berzelius, and this one is described as a large particle silver to green to blue multichrome with ruby light reflective glitter. And I don't know if it was my imagination, but the formula on these 2 mystery polishes was just maybe the nicest reflective glitter formula I've ever used. There was something about both of them that was just particularly easy and nice. I don't know why, like it's not like they're difficult on a regular basis, but I just really liked these ones in particular. So maybe it's the combination of the multi-chrome base and the light reflective glitter, but I'm a big fan. So that's it in 2 coats plus top coat, and this one is just so sparkly in the sun. So I'm guessing it's the multi-chrome plus reflective glitter combo that's just clearly magical, a match made in heaven. yeah, this one is incredible, as you can see. And the second one I got was Aurelian, and this one is described as a large particle green to purple multichrome with magenta light reflective glitter. Again, super easy to apply, a very fluid formula. It went on really easily, and I just needed 2 coats plus top coat. And this one with the large particle multichrome, it just is so interesting to look at. You can literally see the shift. So it's almost like you have not only like a multichrome overall, but also the way it looks individually is really cool, if that makes any sense. And it might not. So anyway, this is Aurelian in 2 coats plus top coat. And this is it in the sun, just like doing its thing, being the most sparkly polish ever. And here it is being the shiftiest polish ever. It's just so magical. And last but not least, this is the monthly Monster Mystery. So this one is called the Lake Tianxi Monster, and it's described as a soft cornflower blue with copper to gold to green shimmer that will look pink in certain lighting. And this one is inspired by sightings of a mysterious monster in Lake Tianxi, which is on the border of China and Korea. So this one I think is probably best built up in 3 coats. It does have a very sheer base, but there's so much shimmer in this one. It's so smooth, it's so easy to work with, and it is so shifty, as you are going to see. And if you're wondering if this looks familiar, I'm going to give a shout out to CGI Gay Rats on Instagram. Follow them, obviously. Because when I showed this to them, they're like, that looks like Don't Get Another Dog. And then I had to pull it out to compare, obviously, and you will see a comparison at the end of the video. They're different, and you need both because they're both beautiful. So here it is. As you can see, it's incredibly shifty, and this is it compared to Don't Get Another Dog, which was a mystery from March. It has a different base color, which hopefully you can see, but the shimmer's kind of distracting because it's so intense, but the base color is different, and the shifts and the shimmer are different. So here you can really see what I mean about how different they are. And there will be many more mysteries. Obviously, I only received 2 of them, but definitely check out Bee's Knees on Instagram and the Facebook group, which I'll link in the description. And other people will probably be posting theirs soon. If I had to pick a favorite out of the 2, I really loved Aurelian. Hopefully I'm saying that right. It's just so beautiful, and the formula is amazing. It's probably the nicest light reflective glitter I've ever worked with. So I'm a huge fan of that one. And I'm kind of a huge fan of all of these polishes. So if you haven't already, tell me which ones you're planning to pick up. Tell me what you liked. Tell me if you've read Saga or some of Saga. I think I only read like the first 3. I also feel so hot that I feel like I've forgotten something. So hopefully I haven't. Check the description, and hopefully I will see you in my next video. Bye.